I think Chris Graham cleaned up all of this work. I had storyboarded. I did thumbnails. He cleaned it up. This is supposed to always be a lot longer. It's supposed to be a lot slower truck-ins and cross dissolves. Just didn't have time in the episode, though. My idea, and it didn't translate that well, is that the shots would flatten out. As Dib died, everything would go from dramatic angles down to this very flat shot. Or flat series of shots. And then as Dib comes back to life, the shots would become more dramatic again. This pixelated scene coming up here is from basically a ripoff of Cowboy Bebop we were trying to do. The end of one of their last episodes. Yeah, right there. And again, I had a lot of problems with that. Nobody understood what it was for the longest time until I finally placed it into the scene. And then suddenly it was the most lauded shot in the show for some reason. Really awkward. It was great to have a giant robot in this show. Chris Graham did this end battle sequence. He loved it. He loved the injustice that Dib comes in and attacks Gurr. Oh, it's a pity we never had better sound effects on these punches. This should be huge hits. Never worked out. Our sound mixing, our sound design sometimes was so lacking. I mean, the effects were there, they just weren't mixed up properly. And I don't blame Salami Sound at all for that. I know those guys saw all this. I had talked to them a lot about these errors. It was always funny to see Gurr in Mortal Terror. He was such a happy character that, moments like this or the end of or the end of Saucer Morons, it was great to see him actually freaking out. The voiceover at the end of Zim basically yelling over top of the Piggy, reading all that out. That was like one of the New York notes that we had to add later on. We figured people could read it, but it's kind of nice to actually have Zim saying it out loud as well. Really great the way the music dies down. Everything goes back to normal. Music really plays up the drama. This joke Jonan added with Dib getting beat up off screen was quite nice. Oh, this was the Zim Hell episode. Just watching it, it makes my back tense up. Thank God it's over with. There's this great Richard Horvitz read.